Can't take it with these thoughts up in my head. Somebody save me, trying to figure out if love is real, cause I can't let them play me. Thought I had a grip on ones who down for me, that shit amazing. You can love someone and give them all you got and keep them changing. I've been in and out of hell, not physically, but mentally. Fighting off and trying to cope on my emotions, killing me. Begging Lord, come heal my spirit, cause depression here with me. He got his hand around my neck, he choking me and killing me. If I told you half the shit that's in my history, you'd probably cry. Shit I keep off deep inside, then overgrown and came alive. It done got so fucking deep, now I can't even close my eyes. It got me on my knees, I'm shedding tears and asking Lord why. Told me shit, now when I look at you, your ass just give me chills. I'm smoking weed and drinking liquor, never one to pop the pills. I had put my trust in you, but you had shown me what was real. So when I reach my wealth and riches, don't you ask me how it feels. Don't you even look my way, don't you even say my name, man. Why these people switching on me and they saying I'm the blame? Never folded, I stayed solid through that struggles in the rain. But you won't get respect out here if there's no fame behind your name. Then my brothers out here making moves, that shit that make me proud. And all my niggas touching money, staying ducked off from the crowds. Love my niggas and my loyalty won't switch up for some vows. If I call your ass my brother, that shit deep just like some vows. Have your back just like your spine will never change up, that shit foul. Learn that from my nigga Ocho, that little nigga make me proud. I can't wait to put them diamonds around my dukes and make her smile and show my pops that your little nigga done got big and shaking crowds. Might not be back home that often, best believe I'm still your child. Hope you know I miss them days we used to fish back as a child. I'm just trying to take success to make both of y'all niggas proud. So just forgive me for my past. I know that shit gon' take a while, but I love you.
Terence Crawford is one of the best I've ever seen don the gloves. Right from Tony.
Gotta have supreme concentration. He sees everything coming inside that ring. It's difficult to land on this guy, Shakur Stevenson.
Hey man, what's good? What's good? What's good, man? It's Blunt Sports, man. Back with another live stream. Man, we back, man. We gonna talk this boxing. I got some good shit to react to. So y'all double tap that screen when y'all come in the building. Share the live too, man. Let them know where we at. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where we at, man. We back. Hit 1,000 subscribers, man. So y'all continue to support the channel, show love. We'll be doing the cash giveaway December 26th. So make sure y'all in the building for that. You must have cash out. You must have cash up, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't got that, your ass out, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? Your ass out. So man, how y'all feeling, man, in the chat? How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling tonight? You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and get into it though, man. Got a couple things to talk about. Number one, Shakur Stevenson. He been on this show called The Dialogue, right? He been on this show called The Dialogue, and they've been talking about a couple things. And recently, um, he talking about the rehydration thing with Devin Haney, man. Let's get into that real quick. Let's see what Mr. Stevens had to say, man.
Yeah, I was peeping and I seen people was mad over the rehydration clause in order for you to fight Devin Haney. When you made that comment, yeah, a lot of people was mad over that.
Yeah, it's crazy. They sit there and tell you like, oh, so other fighters had a rehydration clause and you had a problem with it. At that point in time, yeah, because at the end of the day, you fighting at a weight class that you fight at. If I'm at 135 or 140 and I put a rehydration clause on somebody when it's like, bro, I'm fighting at this weight already, that don't make sense. But I'm a 126 pounder. That's where I started at. Going up all the way to 147, and I'm not even a real 47. I'm no.
Now, I agree with Shakur on that. He's making a valid point. Like, when you really sit back and look at it, if he was putting rehydration clauses on niggas that was in his weight class, he was putting rehydration clauses on people one weight class above him. That's a little different. But he's coming from 135. Well, one fight at 140, but he's a smaller guy. He's smaller than Devin. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to the actual rehydration clause. Devin Haney get about one. He gonna get about 180 in that bitch. Even though I think Shakur can beat him without the rehydration clause. He don't need a rehydration clause to me. Salute the GQ. He don't need a rehydration clause in my opinion. But I don't have a problem with him asking for one though. He's 135. He's a natural 135. He make that way easy. You know what I'm saying? He don't kill himself to make 135. So asking for one at 147, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So let's see what else he said about it. He said 180 too high. What's up, Alex Carrera? He said, you don't think he 180 in the ring, Alex? Devin, when he rehydrate?
Nowhere near that. Like the guys at 47, they walk around 25, 30 pounds bigger than me. If I'm gonna fight them, just like you watch Conor Ben, nobody had a problem when Conor Ben just whooped Chris Eubank at.
And that's a fact. And that's something that I said when all this shit first popped off. Conor Ben put a rehydration clause on Eubank, and not Conor Ben talking about you know what I'm saying, Shakur pussy, whatever he said about him wanting to put one on him. But you put one on Eubank. You brought Eubank down 8 pounds. He a 168 pounder. Y'all fighting at 160, and you put a rehydration clause on him. Come on, man. What we even talking about? What we even talking about, Connor? He said 170, 175. Okay, I can respect that. Either way it go, that's big. That's a light heavyweight, bro. You feel me? That's a light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So he said Devin came in at 165, no need for rehydration clause. GQ don't think one is needed. But we're gonna get the GQ later though. We're gonna get the GQ later.
Ass. And when he whooped his ass, you could clearly see the fighter was dead. Nobody had a problem. They loved it. They sat there. Oh, Conor Ben is so great. He's so good. So if I say I'm gonna fight Conor Ben at 147, but I want the same rehydration clause that he put on Eubank, what's the problem with that? Then they gonna say, oh, well, if you fight Conor Ben, you'll fight Devin Haney. So I'm like, shit, I will fight Devin Haney. Give me the same shit that Conor Ben that I'm asking for with Conor Ben. That if they accept that, then, but it's like so many people just hate on me so much to where they want me to act like I'm contradicting myself. They want me to feel like I'm saying something out of the ordinary, but no, I'm saying something that's facts, bro. This is not my weight class. I'm not moving up to 47. Y'all keep asking and begging for me to move up to 47. I told y'all I'll go there for Conor Ben, bro. That's what I told y'all. Other than that, why y'all just on my dick. That's how I look at it. People just be on my dick, like truthfully. Truly, like my walk, I came from 126. I don't know how people don't realize this. Like, I'm naturally little. Is a billion lightweights in the world that's way bigger than me. That's facts. And I'm fighting at 135 pounds. So it's like, it don't make sense.
Yeah, that's 2 weight classes up, yeah.
But I don't care. Like, I'm so skillful to where it's like, my real problem is I dare to be great. So I don't have no cares in the world to where it's like, I may be talking into doing something crazy. Like I can be sometimes to where it's like, I'll take the risk. Like I believe in myself wholeheartedly against all of these fighters. So I may even be talking into doing something. And I try to refrain from that. So 9 times out of 10, I let my team take control of what's best for me. But I'm kind of crazy. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day. So there's only so much you could say to where it's like, okay, come on, let's do it. And this is why I say, like, I be tweaking. Like, I'm kind of like, I be throwed off sometimes because I'm so competitive, my competitiveness kick in when the public get to talking. So I let the public talk me into making that Kid Austin fight. And they just up there, oh, you ducking Kid Austin, you ducking Kid Austin. I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. Hey, come on, Kid Austin, let's fight.
I want to speak on that real quick. I don't know if people kind of like noticing the run that Shakur been on though, but this run that he been on, man, you can't tell me like this shit ain't, you know what I'm saying, on some elite competitive type shit, right? He had Kid Austin signed up. What happened with Kid Austin? He died in in Saudi and he was in the hospital bed and shit like that, right? Then after that, right? So he's supposed to have Kid Austin. He got Josh Pally, but supposed to have Kid Austin, right? Okay, boom. That ain't go through, right? Next fight, Williams Zepeda, a guy that y'all said was gonna give Shakur problems. I scored at 11-1. I gave Zepeda the fourth round. That was it. Shakur landed the cleaner, more effective punches in that fight, right? And now he got Teofimo Lopez at 140. Look at them last three fights in a row, bro. And y'all telling me the dude's scared and he don't want to challenge himself and shit like that. Y'all got to be honest with yourselves, man. Y'all let y'all dislike for somebody cloud your vision, and it's not a good thing, man. That's a feminine type trait. You know what I'm saying? That's a feminine type trait where y'all got to be honest with the shit. What's good, Val? Salute the OG Val, man. What's good, man? Let's continue, man.
So I reach out to the people. I'm like, yo, let's fight Kid Austin. They're like, no, that's a shit fight. He not on this level. What are you fighting him for? Let's do fights that make more sense. I'm like, nah, he just keeps saying my name to the public. This is the fight that people want to see. My fan base, they want to see this fight. I put the fight together. What, 2 days before the fight, now he's sick. He poisoned, somebody massaged him and did something to him. I don't know, all this shit that he kept talking about, but I'm just like showing y'all like what type of person I am. I be bugging like, but I know my wrongs. Like I understand. That's why now I gotta like understand it's a business and not just get talked into doing things when it come down to like the public.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, is that the fighter that be sharing his IG with his dad?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yep.
Why they sharing the same page, yo?
Man, I ain't never heard nothing like that either. I can't tell you. Not no grown man. That man got a baby and some more. I don't understand it.
Yeah, that ain't cool, man, to call off a fight 2 days before the fight, man.
Hold on, y'all. GQ said Loma didn't use no rehydration clause. Why you need them and you big as hell? Who's big as hell? I don't know why GQ thinks Shakur Stevenson is like 165, 170 when he walk around and shit like that. I don't know why GQ think that, bro. The dude walk around in his 140s. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you be getting that shit from. Why Loma didn't use one, I can't answer that. I don't know. You gotta ask Loma, my nigga. I don't know. I don't know. He said Auntie just said he won't fight a fighter that signed the snack, but Shakur was signed the snack when they were supposed to fight. Man, he just be talking. Hey, Cut Creator 420, bro. First off, salute to you. I don't give them dudes no play on this channel, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When they pulled out of the Shakur Stevenson fight, I said I'm not giving these dudes no more play on this shit. Fuck them. Fuck Auntie Sco and whatever y'all call it. I don't even do that Auntie Sco shit, but fuck Senior and fuck Junior. You get what I'm saying? Cause they full of shit. When they pulled out the fight with Shakur, I said, oh yeah, they full of shit. I don't even get them dudes no play. I don't even entertain that shit. Him talking about he need 10 million and fight Abdullah Mason. I don't even know why people was even talking about that shit. That shit was straight bullshit when he said that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even entertain that silly ass shit he be talking. You know what I'm saying? He said Shakur bigger than Loma. He don't need one. GQ, man, look, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. All I'm saying is, I don't think he need one either, but I don't see a problem with him wanting one. That's what I'm saying. He said Shakur over everybody. Cool, I'm with you. For low, man. I said for low. For sure, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Double tap the screen for me, y'all. Everybody that's in the building. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you sick, if you could play sick, I mean, shit.
Shout out to Val. And Val has been around Shakur. I think he got a picture with Shakur and shit. He said Shakur small for real. I've been in his presence twice, right in his face, talking to him. Yeah, Val, Shakur is not a big dude. Cause I was watching 520. Shakur was on there with 520, right? And when Shakur left, he was like, bruh, he little as shit. Mind you, these dudes is really big. Jeff T 6'2", 215. B Hand 5'8", 300. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? Like, when Shakur left, they interviewed, he was like, bro, that shit crazy how they be so little and be beating niggas like they'll beat everybody in this room. They were just talking about how small the nigga was. So let that say, you know what I'm saying? Like people that don't see him in person always say Shakur is not a big dude. You know what I'm saying? So um he said he went to 2.5 to 10 million. Yeah, man, he full of shit, man. Fuck Kid Austin.
You good. It's green lighted. You know, all you gotta do is make it look like or make it sound like, and you okay. You'll get away with it.
Yeah, that's definitely not cool, man. But you personally, why do you think they backed off the fight?
I think cloud chasing one. I think two. You know, when it get closer and it get more realistic. Like, are you really ready for your first loss? And that's what a lot of fighters don't. They're not ready for. You so used to winning, 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 fighting against low level competition, and then it comes a day where you got to really step up your game for a certain guy. And I think in that moment, I think butterflies, I think all that kind of stuff kicked in. Like you don't want to just go out there and lose in front of the world. You got to go home and see your family and people that's believed in you and all that stuff after that. So I think scared played a part. He lucky I ain't sue him. A lot of people been telling me I should sue him, but I ain't. I don't do stuff like that. I ain't into all of that kind of stuff. To be honest, I don't like the courtrooms and suing and all that kind of stuff. So
It's gonna be more episodes to drop of this little dialogue shit. I'm fucking with it so far. It's a lot of them that I ain't really get a chance to see yet, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what Bernie the Boxer had to say.
You know, he talked about moving.
But real quick before we talk about Bernie the Boxer, let me see something real quick. GQ said, man, Shakur is not small. Hey GQ, I got one question for you. Have you seen Shakur Stevenson in person? Yes or no? No, right? Okay, so that answered the first part of that. Just look at the video with him and Devin and Simba. He walks around 155, 160 out of camp. That's not small. Once again, GQ, have you ever seen Shakur Stevenson in person? I'm talking about people that actually done seen this nigga. Like the nigga is not he's not a big dude, bro. Like I said, when he was at 5, when you seen him in person, GQ, GQ, when you seen him, you seen him in person, GQ? Nah, hell nah. GQ, hey man, look, what I'm saying is, when he went to 520, bro, they was like, bro, he's small. Bro, that dude, he's not a big dude, bro. Shakur said he walk around his 140s, and GQ telling me he walk around 155, 160. Who should I believe? You know what I'm saying? He said nigga just being disagreeable. That shit is 2 plus 2 easy to understand. He said at Montana gym. You talking when he came down before the what fight was that? Was that before the Zapata fight or before the Padley fight? One of them shits. Man, B Hand is 5'8", nigga, 300. DJ probably like 6 foot. Them ain't no tall dudes. Jeff T, the biggest nigga on that damn shit. Height wise. Height wise. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's what they said though. Nigga, I can't I didn't see Shakur in person. Them niggas have. Val said he has, bro. The dude, you know what I'm saying? Val said he's not a big dude, bro. Val got a picture with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Bernie had to say.
Up to fight Conor Ben at 147, but with a rehydration clause. People had lots to say, and then also, when he mentioned Devin Haney, also a rehydration clause with him. What do you feel about that as far as those matchups? Obviously, that's a fight that lots of people want to see. It's been brewing for years now, but now hearing that it needs a rehydration clause, what's your reaction?
Well, Devin big as hell. I mean, look at him. Look, you can see how huge he is. He's big as hell. You know, he looked like, man. He looked like a damn near different person, like a different fighter. You know, and I said it on my last live before he fought Brian Norman. Devin Haney big as hell. Shakur is not that big of a fighter. You know, he's not that big.
Hey, GQ, once again, this is a guy that has been around Shakur Stevenson. So why should I take your word over people that been in the gym with Shakur and that done been around him, my nigga? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you feel me? Like that shit don't even. He said, Dante said, "What's up?" He said, "Salute Blunt, salute Dante, the 757 Keyshawn Davis ambassador on YouTube. He really is for real. Like that nigga is Keyshawn Davis on YouTube. That's Dante Boxer Talk." He said, see, look, but you got an excuse for anything, boy. Bernie Small, of course not. All right, GQ.
Of a fighter, but at the same time, you know, like you said, it's business, and that's really the clause is so he doesn't come in at too heavy. You know, Devin might come in the ring at 170. Shakur gonna be probably about 147 when they fight. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that's just something. You know, I don't knock him for saying it, and I don't knock him for believing in that. But just let that fight pass. You know, they should have fought at 35. Devin obviously didn't want to fight, so now you know what I mean.
I disagree with that. I mean, if Shakur got an opportunity to fight Devin at 147, yeah, you shouldn't let that shit pass. The only thing about it is that rehydration shit. That's the only thing. Maybe Shakur changed his mind though about that shit by the time they get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he changed his mind, but he shouldn't just let that shit pass though. Hell nah. Mm-mm.
Since it's off the table now, let's just go ahead and go on about their business. You know, let's let Devin go be Devin. And you know what I'm saying? Shakur be Shakur. You know, I think that's just it. You know what I'm saying? The fight,
He thinks it lost its luster.
yeah, yeah, because Devin shit on the fight for real. Devin, Devin, Devin shit on the fight. Devin shit on the fight. They all shit on the fight. Tank shitted on the fight. Devin shitted on the fight. Them was the fight. Everybody wanted to see them guys mix it up. Them three. Them they wanted to see them guys mix it up along with a Lomachenko. You know, Devin was able to get Lomachenko, but Shakur was somehow not able to get Lomachenko. It's crazy, ain't it? How? What makes him, you know? Why Shakur couldn't get Lomachenko?
Them niggas is ducking. Tank don't want to fight. Devin ducked him at 135. Loma don't want to fight this nigga. But somehow it's Shakur Stevenson fault, y'all.
And Devin just signed in with just like a Shakur was like with them. And Devin was just like being a free agent, just like working with them. And he got the Lomachenko fight. Why? Because they believed that Lomachenko had a better chance to beat Devin, you know what I mean, than Shakur. So, but I think
Y'all heard that? Strategic, you know what I'm saying? Man, let's just be honest, man. Cause I heard Bill Haney on Next channel talking about Teofimo picked the lesser of the two evils between Devin and Shakur. Listen, man, if you really watch this boxing shit and you know what you're looking at, it's a clear level. Like it's a difference in skill set between Devin and Shakur, bro. Like look at the sparring. I know sparring and sparring, bro, but you can see who is what and what is what from a sparring session. You really can, bro. And it's a skill gap between them niggas, man. For real. Like it's even when you watch them in they fights, bro. I think Shakur got better offense than Devin. I think Devin is a little bit he's willing to mix it up a little bit more. But Shakur put his offense together better than Devin Haney. And defense, we ain't even got to even talk about that shit.
yeah, the fight has lost it. You know, like I say, he shitted on the fight. You know, there was no. We already talked to you about it. Everybody knows it. You know, everybody saying that Shakur should have just took the whatever Devin offered him. But again, Shakur won his world championship. Devin was upgraded to his championship. Devin did beat Lomachenko. He did beat Kambosos for the titles, but also um Shakur he moved up and he was a lineal champion. So at that time, they were both lineal champions. Not maybe undisputed, Shakur wasn't, but it was Devin still had work to do. And that would have propelled him into a different stratosphere. The Lomachenko fight, I mean, like I'm saying, they just used Lomachenko, you know what I mean? But it didn't do nothing for Salido. So that does certain things, you know. It didn't do nothing for Salido, but it did it for, you know what I mean, the others that beat him. Tio did it for Devin. Somehow they, you know, mocked that up as such a great feat. But it was a competitive fight, and I honestly thought Devin lost the fight. But
This is what Free Palestine means to Hamas.
again, you know, so
I don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit. Hey y'all, but T.O. is in Saudi Arabia for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on with that shit. But I just got little information. Teofimo is in Saudi Arabia, y'all. I don't know for what though.
they didn't want. He still needed something to prove. He didn't like he dominated. You know, Tio was more dominant over Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko didn't throw no punches. So, but anyway, you know, it would have been a good fight back then. Let Devin do his thing. I'm not mad at Devin. Devin do his thing. He's going for undisputed at 47. Shout out to him. They missed that. They missed that. I think Devin Haney's outgrew both of those guys, Tank and Shakur. I think he just outgrew those guys.
You know, listening to Tio was, you know, weighing his options. He could have fought Haney, but he chose Teofimo Lopez instead. I mean, he chose Shakur Stevenson instead. He said that, you know, he had more momentum coming off of that Williams Cepeda fight. So what do you think? Do you feel like this is more of a competitive fight for Shakur, or do you feel like the Devin Haney would have been more competitive?
Oh, either one. Either one. Either one. I think they both was really tough fights. You know, like I said, I seen the fight with I seen the sparring session with Shakur and Devin, and I thought that'd have been a hell of a fight. You know, just like with Lamont and Tank. You know, when I seen their sparring sessions, they knew each other. I think it could have been a fire fight. You know, I just think, like I say, this guy said Shakur dropped the ball on him, but how? You cannot even give me a breakdown of how he dropped the ball off of the things that I said. Shakur was a two-weight world champion, a unified champion, a lineal champion going into that fight. So how in the hell did he drop the ball because he wouldn't take 25%? In what world would a Shakur Stevenson, why was he so less for Devin? Why would he so Devin would get 65 and he would get 25%?
Well, it'll be 75, Mr. Bernie. But anyway, yeah, that's just a way of ducking. When you send somebody a fucking bullshit ass low ball little offer or whatever you want to call that bullshit, you send and then you know what they're about, and they be beating your ass since you was little, but you trying to play a nigga like that though. Man, stop it, man. That's full of shit. Devin and Bill know what the fuck going on, especially Bill. Bill know what the fuck going on. You on camera saying what was really up. You know what I'm saying? So stop it, Bill. You can fool these other niggas. You ain't fooling me.
Why? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Shakur been a star. It just don't make no sense. Nobody can even tell me that because they hate Shakur. You know what I mean? Because they hate Shakur. I'm speaking with logic, and I'm saying Shakur was a lineal champion and a unified champion and a two-weight world champion. Devin at the time was a one-weight world champion. Devin at the time was a one-weight world champion. So how did Shakur drop the ball? So what made Devin Haney so much better to where he deserves 65% of a fight against Shakur Stevenson?
Well, it's 75, Bernie. I don't know why this nigga on the left of you ain't correcting you and shit like that. He's sitting there with his mouth twisted up. Like he just got him a good little, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a little lockjaw going and shit like that. But and shout out to Mill City, man. Y'all go subscribe to him. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Bernie though, bro. It's like I don't know why Bill and Devin thought like that he was so much bigger than Shakur. Even the fan base be talking like Shakur is like just this 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 little nigga to Devin Haney, bro. When they really on the same level of stardom, if you ask me, they really on the same level of stardom, bro. When Shakur beat Teofimo on January 31st, he's gonna be bigger in the sport of boxing than Devin Haney. That's just true for the matter, in my opinion. He said 713 Scarface said Turkey paying Tio to take a dive against Shakur. Damn. He said Shakur said he gonna talk to the WBC if they and if they say take 25%, he will. But Devin Range, exactly. Cut creator 420, exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't like that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You should correct that brother. Let him know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, cut creator. You know what I'm saying? He like that is the crazy shit in the world, man. I say this shit all the time. How in the world can the guy that activated his mandatory, right, and the WBC gave the champion an ultimatum, either you fight Shakur or you move up to 140 to fight Regis, and the guy picked Regis, and somehow the guy that activated his mandatory is a duck. Bill Haney is one hell of a politician. One hell of a politician, cause he tricked a lot of you niggas, man. A lot of you niggas can't see that shit. He got you niggas, man. That shit don't work on a nigga like me though. He said I had respect for those real dedicated boxers who love the sport for real. I mean, who love the sport, real nigga. Yeah, man. But I tell you the way how to get back to the top, how boxing can get back to the top though, Rich. These top guys got to fight each other. Simple as that. That's how boxing to get back. You got to put on fights people want to see, man.
Mm, mm. No, I mean that fight obviously, you know, Bill Haney says Dev is gonna eventually, spin the block. He has Shakur on the list. So do you feel like the weight class is necessary either way?
He big as hell. Yes, he big as hell. I'm saying if this guy gonna come in at about 170 and I'm coming in at 47, come on now.
Mm.
Or make the same day weigh-ins. Same day weigh-ins. But he said Conor Ben, of course he said he put the stipulation on Conor Ben because Conor Ben big as hell. Went up to 60, been fighting at 60. So he putting the clause on Conor Ben. But what's wrong with the clause? That's keeping him more disciplined. Just like this been a topic for over 20-something years about fighters putting on so much weight. And Gotti was like the poster boy for that. Gotti was putting on like 25 pounds the next day. So it's like, and I got a Ring magazine with him talking about it. So, I mean, it's just like make it a fair contest. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's trying to say. So, but
But then you got guys like Bud Crawford that fought, Canelo Alvarez without a weight stipulation, and not caring, and showing that, this greatness. I don't give it weight doesn't win the fights.
yeah, but everybody ain't a Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And Bud Crawford was in a position to where it wouldn't do him no good. Now, see, he already getting discredited with all that. So, how much would it have been if he would have did all that? So, Crawford knew. You know what I mean? Crawford knew that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the way to go. And he did right. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody's gonna find a reason why my job wasn't why I did what I did and not give me enough credit. So even after all that, he's still getting discredited. So what does that say about people? You ain't gonna make them happy. You ain't gonna be able to please them if they don't want to be pleased.
Do you feel like Devin will accept the clause, and go with it if that time comes?
Nah, I doubt he accept it because he wouldn't even negotiate for the percentage of the purse, when it was at 35. So
Good point. Good point. See, I don't think Devin would either, but we have to wait and see if that shit even presents itself. You know what I'm saying? But I agree. I don't think Devin would either, bro. And then they already think they on some like they just so much bigger than Shakur too, like in popularity wise or you know what I'm saying, business wise, they think they bigger than Shakur. But yeah, like you said, he wouldn't even negotiate. He ain't even wait till the WBC came back with a purse with a purse split, bro. So, man, them boys don't want that shit. Bill Haney know what's going on. Like my guy Blue Hustle Man said the other night, man, them dudes move strategic, bro. They know who to fight and who not to fight and when to fight them. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, he said Bud took a whole year off to get used to the weight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bud strategic too, man, when it comes to these fights. You know what I'm saying? Bud had plenty of time to, you know what I'm saying? He had plenty of time to get ready for the fight. And then another thing, Canelo was a super duper A side, man. Canelo wasn't doing no rehydration clause. Canelo already know that, you know what I'm saying, that you already like that. So I ain't about to, you know what I'm saying, restrict myself of anything either. Um, he said we got weight classes for a reason, don't make no damn sense. Mm.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that people don't know about Devin. You know what I mean? He really like, he kind of bitchy. You know what I mean? He's just like a, if you call it a diva or, you know what I mean? And this is just from personal experience of being with him, you know what I mean? And the guys that been with him, you know what I mean? He funny style, you know what I mean? So, bro, they all gotta eat the same thing, bro.
Salute the Sun Child, man. Salute the Sun Child, Sun Child. Salute to you, my G.
They all gotta eat the same thing. They gotta do everything the same. That's how they run their camp. Whatever Devin say, that's what they gotta do. Everybody gotta do that. Everybody gotta do what Devin say. That's how they run their camp. Weak as fuck. Ain't no individuals in there. They told me out their own mouth. We all gotta be on one accord. We all on one accord. So they do everything. Whatever Devin say, that's what they do.
Christmas night on Prime has an AFC West showdown. Broncos.
And into the end zone he goes.
Chiefs. Christmas night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
So this one right here, Bernie is gonna talk about. He explained how Shakur Stevenson has the Mayweather effect in boxing. This is very interesting. So we about to watch Bernie talk about how Shakur Stevenson has the Mayweather effect in boxing. But before we get into it, let's do shout out to my guy Christopher the Prophet. You know what I'm saying? He said, I feel like Shakur could beat Devin without the weight clause. Me too. Clause though blunt. But I get his reasoning and way of thinking. I do too on why he would want a weight clause in his recent interview with Art. You feel me? So I agree with you on that, bro. Like, I don't think he need one either, because I just think I think he just better than Devin Haney all around. Just from a boxing standpoint, he's better than Devin. That's just how I see that shit. But I don't see a reason. I don't see nothing wrong with him wanting one though, at all. You know what I'm saying? Um, he said, who do you think is the best pound for pound boxer right now? With Bud out, with Bud out. Mm, that's a good question, man. With not now that Bud is retired, right? Oh shit. Not now that Bud is retired. I don't know, Rich. You gotta give me some. You gotta give me some time to think about that. You know, you got Usyk, you got Inoue. You know what I'm saying? I had to say, I'd probably say Usyk right now. He said, okay. Um, yeah, I had to go with Usyk, GQ. He said, why can't we look up the weight of Shakur on fight night, but every other fighter? I don't know, GQ. I tried to find that shit too. I don't know. My attendance went up too. I don't know. I couldn't find that, bro. I couldn't find nothing on that shit with Shakur. All that kept coming up was him, the weight class shit he been talking about. I couldn't find nothing either. But let's see what Bernie had to say about Shakur and having the Mayweather effect on boxing.
But switching gears right real quickly, I was at the Shakur Stevenson Teofimo Lopez press conference yesterday. We were trying to get this interview on, but I was over there, caught up. But I want to know what your thoughts are on that fight. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo. Shakur is similar to Pernell Sweepy Whitaker, my favorite fighter. This guy right here behind me.
I got that same magazine cover since the 7th grade in my album. I got that same cover from the 7th grade.
That's right. That's right. That's my guy, man. So, and I know you talk highly of Pernell. Now, I like fighters that hit and don't get hit. A lot of people like rock'em sock'em robots. They want to see, the action. I understand that as well. But
Mm.
how does this style matchup play? Teofimo is great athletically. He has skills. He has boxing skills. And Shakur is moving up to take his title. So they're not just going to give the title to Shakur. He has to come and be aggressive, And he did that with Zepeda. He fought brilliantly. But how do you see the fight playing out?
Um, like I say, Shakur, he does what he does well. He does it great. He's great. And your eyes can't hear what your hands can't hear what your eyes can't see. So how you gonna be able to touch Shakur? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna be able to touch him. But Shakur seems to be in the range where you can't hit him, but he can hit you. So I'm looking for Shakur to win the fight. I'm looking for Shakur. I'm praying for him to win the fight. I'm rooting for him to win the fight. Um, and that's just it. I don't know. I can't wait to see it. And I really, I can't wait to see it. I'm just like he said, I'm not none of those other guys. I'm not none of those guys. He don't have no fear of his punching power, as Lomachenko seemed to be, in the first 6 rounds. But the thing about it, and I'm not trying to Tio has not looked great in his last performances. I thought the Barbosa performance, it was decent, but I don't think it was. He seemed like I watched it the other day, and it was a good. He started out kind of good, but he seemed like he was kind of busted up a little bit. If you've seen that, he's kind of busted up a little bit. He did get hit, and he was busted up against Laggett. You know, so he hasn't looked well in his last performances. He's a good fighter in what he's accomplished, but like I say, he hasn't looked dominant. In his performances, and he seems like maybe he gets a little bored in there. But this time, he's fighting against a Shakur Stevenson who, of course, you can't go in there playing around at all. And again, if you can't hit him, how you going to hurt him? So um, I'm looking for just to see the matchup, But this fight is about Shakur Stevenson more than Teofimo, for real. This fight is about Shakur Stevenson, who has accomplished a lot, but has not been able to secure the fights to put him over that threshold to what we call superstardom. So I think Teo had that lane, but he let it kind of wane after he beat Lomachenko. He sat down for almost 2 years, it seemed like. And then when he came back, of course, he lost to Kambosos and, whatever. So, he did come back and beat Josh Taylor, but Lomachenko was seen so high at the time to where that was when he was supposed to capitalize off his stardom. You know what I'm saying? So, I think this fight is more about Shakur. I think he understands that, what he said. I know they might be making him the A side, but everybody's really coming to see me and how I do. And so I'm looking for that. But another thing too, though, I don't think they're promoting the fight good enough.
Okay, they got to get behind the more backing on the promotion side.
I think so. I think so. We should have been seeing a commercial. I know they just did the press conference, but if you knew the fight was happening, you should have been, throwing the commercials out there. You know how they do. They should have been throwing the commercials out there. And again, if you want to the fights you need to go on all the platforms. You need to go on to all the channels, CBS, you know what I'm saying, NBC, different TV stations to promote the fight, So I think they could do better with the promotion.
Welcome to Survivor 50, the greatest adventure on television. We chose you, and all we...
I agree with you. Do you think this fight will be competitive? A lot of people feel that Teofimo has more power than Shakur, and he just might have a little bit more speed, or even with Shakur. Maybe Shakur's faster. But do you think it'll be a competitive fight? Will it be a classic fight where we'll be like years later, wow, we saw Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo? And what do you think?
No, well, Shakur has the ability to diffuse you, So I think he has the Mayweather effect where he can diffuse you. It's just on if he's going to take the more risk.
Okay, so that's what he meant with the Mayweather effect by diffusing his opponents, right? Shakur Stevenson, he got a knack, man. I don't know. I know it's the IQ, right? It's the IQ, it's the way how you move, how you use the ring, right? But he has the ability, man, to make you fight the fight that he wants you to fight. You know what I'm saying? Zapata gave him a little pushback on that shit, right? Zapata gave him a little pushback, but he has the ability to make you fight a certain way that benefits him, bro. Sean, shout out Just Do. Just Do put out a video the other day. Um, I want to know, it was earlier today, about Sean Porter watching Shakur Stevenson in sparring, right? And he was saying Shakur was in there with all different types of styles, and every single one of them stopped doing the style that worked for them because of Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? He has a special ability to do that shit. Um, you know what I'm saying? Dude, just he blessed like that up top, in my opinion. I think his IQ. Well, I know his IQ is the reason why he's able to make people fight the way how he wanted them to fight. He said after the first promotion, it's going to after the first, the promotion is going to be on point. Yeah, they, of course they gonna ramp it up, man. It's a big fight, bro. MSG, two fighters in their prime, fighting for something, fighting for pound rankings. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right, let's continue.
You know, to stamp his victory. You know what I mean? To you know, he gonna let his hands go in the times that he could using his speed. You know, so that's just what I think it is with that. I think he know how to nullify what you're doing, but sometimes he leads in some fights. You know, he's not as capitalized as much as think he could. You know, so I think that's gonna be.
Kevin Bogan, he said, "Peace, buckle up. Sent me to your channel." Salute to Kevin Bogan, man. Shout out Buckle Up, man. I'm actually gonna play Buckle Up video on stream, man. He just dropped something new. Buckle Up is my #1 watch channel on YouTube. I told him that. The dude is hilarious, but he talking the truth though. He's speaking a lot of facts and going against a lot of things that you know, a certain channel say, man, because they be putting out straight bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Buckle Up, and I will be playing his video on stream, bro. So salute to him, man. He said Marcus Warren, salute. What's good, Marcus Warren, man? Salute to you, man. Let's continue to see what Bernie had to say about Shakur and his Mayweather effect.
Yeah, you know, if you make them miss, make them pay 2 or 3. You know, not just one counter punch. You know, so I think that's the thing about it, and I'm sure that he will. You know, I'm sure that he will. Of course, he's going to be a little cautious at first, but Tio ain't knocking nobody out neither, though. So they keep talking about all this power. That was against, you know, before he won the title at lightweight. You know, at like I said, he had Steve Laggett in his face, and Steve Laggett is not a big puncher, and he ended up with two. If I remember, he ended up with 2 black eyes. You know what I mean? Steve Laggett, you know, and I say this.
I'm telling y'all, man, with that scar tissue T.O. got around his eyes and shit, bro. That shit, man, look, bro. And Shakur putting them shits together on T.O. ass, boy, that shit, man, look. I'll tell you, Shakur just he gotta be on point the first 4-5 rounds against T.O. though. After that, you know what I'm saying, he gonna start breaking his ass down. You know what I'm saying? Stabbing to the body. High low gang gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't officially break the fight down yet, man. But nigga, that scar tissue around his eyes, bro, he swells up easy. And he cuts easy. You know what I'm saying? So shit could get ugly for T.O. in that bitch, bro. Cause I think Shakur gonna come to make a point. Shakur know what time it is. You know how big of a fight this is. It's big stage, MSG. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching.
Again, and maybe I'll go back and watch the fights. But from what I remember, and my memory could be a little distorted, but you know, the Jermaine Ortiz fight, they said Jermaine was running, you know, and Jermaine, if he would have stood and fought a little bit more, he could have won the fight. I thought he had the fight. He just needed to stand and trade a little bit more to get the victory. He had to, you know, you just couldn't just run away. So he fought boxed well, but I think he had to stand and get his punches off to win the fight. So then he fights Steve Laggett the next fight, and Steve Laggett has come forward and right in his face, and the man couldn't hurt him at all, couldn't drop him, couldn't do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I believe he ended up with the 2 black eyes. So Teofimo, you know, has not, and these are after the Josh Taylor fights, you know. So I'm not so impressed with T.O. and his character. I'm not impressed with, you know. So I can't wait to get him out of there. You know, the racist things that he's saying, the homosexual things he was saying yesterday on the stage. It's just it's no need for that in boxing. You know, This is a masculine sport. This is a sport of fair play. It should be, especially among the fighters, and it should be a certain level of respect. And I don't think he's shown that. So I'm looking forward to get his ass whooped. I hope he gets his ass whooped.
Definitely, man. I hear that. And Shakur Stevenson, if he's successful, does he become a superstar? Is he top? Is in the top 5 pound for pound? And him, he spoke already about facing Devin Haney. That's an exciting matchup as well, right?
Yeah, but I think he definitely is. I think he
My guy George said, he said, salute to Tio, but he not creative enough to land anything significant on Shakur, in my opinion. He really got to make it a fight to have any kind of chance. Man, my opinion, the way how you beat Shakur, man, you got to go get his ass, man. But you got to have the skill and you got to have enough power for him to respect you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you beat Shakur, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more to that, but just on the surface, you know what I'm saying? Ain't going too deep. You got to go get his ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get him, and you got to be punching. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see that, man. But and like I said, man, Shakur just got to be he got to be on point, man. The first 4 or 5 rounds of that fight, man, because Tio gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be feeling good. He gonna be loose. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, but after that though, I see Shakur breaking him down. You know what I'm saying? And then you got that scar tissue effect in the fight too. Man, I'm telling you, man. Kobe Myers said, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Buckle Up, man. Let's continue.
he's a superstar, but already, Shakur is a superstar. He's been a superstar, since the
50,
Olympics. He's been a baby. He's been a superstar. So
he's
um,
been that guy.
it's just on the narrative that they're putting out. I think he has everything to carry himself to be, in the top of the top, far as the limelight. I
Yeah.
think he carry himself well. I think he's handsome. And he's brilliant at what he does. You know what I'm saying? So who can solve the puzzle? They give him a lot of flack about the De Los Santos fight,
Kobe Myers, salute, G. Salute.
but you know, he like Crawford said, fighters go into fights injured. You know what I'm saying? He's admitted himself that he's went into fights not 100%. So and that has nothing to do with Shakur. That's just to add on to that. Not just him, other fighters go into fights with ailments. You know what I'm saying? And in this particular fight with De Los Santos, his hand was hurt really badly, and he shouldn't have took the fight. But his pride, his ego, and his confidence decided to go in there with a guy like De Los Santos, which he handled pretty easily with one punch. You can go on back and watch that fight, and never did he get on his bicycle in a way to where he wasn't trying to engage. He stepped out of range. And things like that to nullify what De Los Santos did. Of course, he took some steps back because De Los Santos rushed him, and that's probably gravity. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, at certain times he was walking De Los Santos down, using his presence in there to walk De Los Santos down. And if it was De Los Santos that's supposed to be so good and so this, why was he not able to beat a man with one hand? Unless you don't want to believe that he had one hand, that his hand was hurt. But if you watch the fight, you will see that he didn't throw his trademark left hand. He really relies on his left hand. His jab is to keep you in kind of check and at bay, but he's really a left-hander. He's really uses that left hand. So he didn't really use the left hand. Of course, what I mean, when you're under fire, it just come out naturally. But he was being very meticulous about when he used that left hand. So other than that, this kid is dynamic. His last fight was tremendous. Against Zepeda. I think he has some other great performances. I think his punch selection is underrated. And I can't say enough about that kid. Like
He got some very good punch selection. I was talking, me and Val was talking. This probably was on stream, man, but I was saying like, man, Shakur ain't gonna throw punches if them bitches ain't gonna land. If Shakur throwing some shit, it's most likely gonna land. Of course, he got misses, man, but he's very calculated with his punching. His shot selection to the body is one of the best in the game. You know what I'm saying? His body work is very, very good, man. So it's just about Shakur putting all that shit together, man. I was telling GQ that, man, it's just about him putting that shit together. Like he just got to do this shit against the perceived to be top guys, the perceived to be elite fighters, bro. That's the last step for Shakur Stevenson. Once he starts showing that, you know what I'm saying, everything he been doing to these guys that's not on his level, and he started doing it to these guys that are considered to be on his level, then we can put all this talk to rest, in my opinion. Um, you know what I'm saying? So he said he a top five body puncher. Yeah, his body work is good. That Yoshino fight, oh, Shakur got to get back to that high low, man. He got one of the best high lows I've seen. He hook it to the head, and then he dig it to the body. Pop, call it banana high, banana low. You know what I'm saying? Because a banana is curved, right? And what your hook is a curve, right? So banana high, banana low. He got to get back to that stuff, man. Shakur, he done showed stuff that he haven't showed in recent fights, but I guess it's just about timing, I guess. He said Bud Abdullah Tank, Shakur Keyshawn. Keyshawn had good body work in them going to fight. Bud best body work was against Jose Benavidez Jr. That's when Bud had his best body work. That shit was good. And the one when he stopped dude, it's in my intro video when he stopped dude in the corner. When he did that he did that low high. He hit him with the body shot, dropped his hands down, made him drop his hands down and finish him with the hook up top in the corner. That was great too. But that Jose Benavidez Jr. fight, Bud body work was on point. Boy, that shit. The Abenesian fight was pretty good with body work. Let's continue though.
I say he's a superstar. Who can beat him? Who can even cause him trouble for real? Because you never even seen him really in no trouble. You never seen him in
Okay,
no trouble. Never
Molina.
see him look worried. You never seen him, like I say, hurried or anything. So he always looks comfortable in there. And the kid is a superstar. He fights the way he fights, And like I say, he put on some great performances. Jamel Herring performance was really good. And you can't take away from Jamel because Jamel was one of the most feared fighters at 130 at the time. Jamel was feared.
Roach.
You beat Lamar Roach. Beat Lamar Roach. And a lot of people don't understand that he was ducked by Valdez and he was ducked by Burchell, for sure, Burchell, if you recall any one of those fights that Burchell got in the ring and they were supposed to be making a unification fight, but he chose to go in another direction. So with Valdez, so like I say, Jamel was at the time was one of the best fighters at 130. He was an Olympian. He was a national champion. And he had seen some adversity by losing a couple fights early on and coming back to win. He had defended his title a couple times. And so, whatever you didn't like about Mel, you still had to respect him. I mean, I see all these other fighters getting respect from being a champion, and they're not beating so-called killers, but everybody wants to bow down to them. So I think you got to show Jamel a little respect. People pick and choose. So I think that was a great win for him. The Valdez was a great win for him. Valdez is a come forward fighter, show how much grit he has by fighting with a broke jaw or, and very severely stressed, in a couple of his fights and came through. You know what I'm saying? He come off a spectacular victory knockout against Burchell, who was, outside of Jamel, was like the boogeyman of the division. And Shakur put him in his place. And you know what I'm saying? So he beat the man of the division. And a lot of people are not giving that enough credit because he became the lineal champion and he was a unified champion. So I feel like I say, when you become the Ring Magazine champion, you are the man of the division. So he became that, And I think when people try to compare him and Devin, I think they have both accomplished that. Devin had a couple more belts.
That's why it's kind of like it's gonna be interesting to see. And I got something. I'm a parlay, or I'm a segue, I should say. I'm a segue into something else off of this point, right? So y'all remember this. Um, that's why it's like when he beat Tio, right? He gonna be the lineal champion as well, aka Ring Magazine. So it's gonna be kind of weird for him to drop all that shit, right? And go back to 135. That's gonna be weird. Like you're gonna be the man in the division. You not linear ring at 135, but you'll have that shit at 40 though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That it's gonna be interesting, man. But I got something to segue off of that point right there though. So stay tuned.
Of course, because he won them all at once. But Shakur, but they both beat the champion of their division in one fight. So they both did that. You know what I mean? Became the champion of the division. And once Shakur
GQ said Devin held 6 belts in his career in ring champ, so Devin gonna be the A side. Well, if Shakur beat Tio, he gonna have 5 belts in his career and 2 rings, 2 lineals. But then Devin got undisputed. It's really 50-50 for real though, if you ask me.
realized that there was nobody in there in the division that could bring him the superstardom that he wanted, he moved up. And the fight that he wanted, which was the most dangerous fight, was Tank. You know what I'm saying? And so nobody's running the Tank. They were signing up to fight Tank for the money. Nobody's in there really believing they could beat Tank. They're signing up for the money. And except for Lamont Roach of
Yeah, I
lately.
was just
So,
about to say that.
they're not giving the kid enough credit for one to display his skill set and to challenge the best fighters. Like I say, he could have stayed at 130 and fought Never Red with Top Rank, and but I think those guys all turned him down for real. I think those guys all turned him down, and so when he seen there was no real action going there, he went up to where it was good at. So they should put more respect on his name for that. But I think a lot of his, he you know what I'm saying, he just get a lot of disrespect because he not one for the goofy shit. And so, he's with Bud. A lot of people hated Bud for whatever because he not with the goofy shit. And so, all associated with in one, you know what I mean? So, I don't want to throw myself in there, but we all in the same game. They hate me because I'm not with the goofy shit, you know what I mean? So that's why they hate on the kid, but other than that, I'm expecting him to have a spectacular victory. I think he can go far in everything that he do. And I'm looking forward to it.
He said, "Hello, slave." Hey, I got news flash for you, man. Everybody that works a job in America is a slave, sir. I hope you know that we are a slave to America. We just working to pay America's debt. So it's like like shit like this, y'all. This is why you teach people shit. Shit like this is the reason why I don't really block trolls because it gives you an opportunity to teach them something. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is a debt slave in America. We all working just to pay America's debt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the more you know type shit. That's why certain shit can offend you when you start learning shit about the world, about the government and shit like that, because shit like that won't affect you. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a slave, you a slave too. So we all slaves. Let's get he said Devin should be a two-time ring champ because Brian Number was number one or number two at 147. Um they ain't put that shit on the line, ain't it? I think they had Brian number one at 147, bro. I think the ring ratings had him number one at 147. He said Shakur can be the D side, but he still will win. I know that's right. Shakur said that too. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm the Z side, nigga. Put me in that bitch. He said Shakur could definitely beat Devin, but it's not gonna be easy. Everything against him. This would be Shakur Floyd versus Oscar fight. Shakur Floyd versus Oscar fight with Devin. I thought you said it was I thought we agreed that it was Floyd and Zab. Yeah, hey, yeah, you feel me? Cut creator from one slave to another, man. These dudes, man, that's what I'm saying. You gotta learn shit, bro. Everybody in America is a slave to America, my nigga. We all working these jobs to help America pay their debt. You a slave, my nigga. You just get paid. You get paid, and they allow you to live all over the country. You can live wherever you want to live in the country, but you work jobs to help America pay their debt. We all slaves, my nigga. It's just about freeing yourself from that slave mentality, the monster, aka unplugging from the matrix. But that's another thing, though, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm really smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not, because I really study shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to people that know more than me, and I soak up game, man. So, um, he said, I'm talking about the money after the fight, how much it would mean to his career. Oh, okay. You think it'd be like face of boxing type shit. Okay, I get what you're saying, GQ. Let's continue though. We almost done with this.
The Shakur, is he the cream of the crop? Is he the best out of the four kings? You know, they mentioned those names: Tank, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez. He beats Teofimo Lopez. He's the best out of that group this era. What do you think?
Well, I think they all have. Well, first of all,
Now, hey, Sunshine, for real, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. This not the place for that type of talk, man. But I can really like get into that shit, like for real, bro. Like this shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all this shit is about, bro. Niggas gotta find a way how to unplug from the matrix. And one of the key ways to do that shit, me and GQ talk about this too, is working for yourself, bro. Once you start working for yourself and you make your own money on your own terms, that you in the right direction from doing that, bro. A lot of people caught up in a lot of shit that's going on, and that's the matrix. But that's a different conversation though, son child. But you know what's going on, man. You know what's going on. That's why I like trolls though. That's why, what I'm saying, people say shit like that. That gave me an opportunity to educate and to show the knowledge that I got, what I'm saying, and give it back to y'all. So salute to him.
um, I would say, I would put Tank over there. Him and Tank is it's 1A and 1B,
Okay.
or 1A, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Because they both have, like he said, this is all his mouth. Because Shakur said, each of those guys have their own skill set, what they're great at. Tank is a brilliant boxer at the same time, so people tend to overshadow his boxing ability because he knocks people out. And Shakur is a brilliant boxer, and they tend to lessen that because he's not knocking everybody out. He's not, but
The aircraft carrier, you right though, but check it out though. But you waking up on your own time though, my guy. You get what I'm saying? See, look, you would never be able to escape well, especially if you want to live on grid in America. You get what I'm saying? If you want to be on grid in America, you're gonna have to pay bills, my nigga. Unless you want to stay out there in the woods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now that's another step to the unplugging from the matrix is, what I'm saying, not using electricity and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But working for yourself, bro, you create your own schedule. You really don't have a boss. You do because you know what I'm saying, you still gotta pay taxes and shit like that. But at the same time, bro, you create your own schedule, bro. You really wake up and do what the fuck you want to do every day when you work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
again, so the thing about those two, if you really think about it, okay, if Shakur don't
Because the most valuable thing we got is time, bro. And when you got all your time for yourself and you're not going to a job to clock in and clock out 12, 16 hours out of your day, and you get all that time to yourself, now we talking. Because that's the most valuable asset that we got. It's time.
throw a lot of punches, but he outclasses you over time. Tank don't throw a lot of punches, but he knocks you out, over time. So I think those are the guys, and that's the super fight that everybody really want to see. And like I say, this is T.O. was the next best step after that, since he can't get Tank, so I'm looking forward for that. And like I said, I've listened to him on somewhere, but he said we're looking for what makes business sense. I think he's 28, got a little baby. He's been in the pros for a little while now. He's the 3 division world champion. And like he said, I'm looking for the most business sense. And when I heard him say that, I was thinking about the Conor Ben fight, going over there to England, fighting in the stadium, and things like that, and getting probably more money than he would against a Devin Haney, and even though I was
See, I got questions with that, though. I get what he's saying with that. Because you know what I'm saying, they can put 50K in the arena over there in the UK, bruh. And I done heard I believe it was Sam Note say, bruh, they love Shakur over there over across the seas, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They really admire his skill. They appreciate Shakur's skills and his boxing style more overseas than they do in America. America is just that shit is corrupt, my nigga. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They really appreciate Shakur's skills more over there. But I don't know, man, if he'll make more money fighting Conor Ben than he would Devin Haney, bro. And this the reason why though, because who's paying for the fight? We all know Turkey putting up big bread. Is Turkey gonna pay for Shakur and Conor Ben? And then he get, you know what I'm saying, some he get some money off the ticket sales that they do in the UK. All that stuff you got to factor in.
Say Devin Haney is a harder fight, but like I say, the money, you know what I mean? And everybody was talking about the money with him and Shakur. So I don't think
Yeah, yes, cut creator, yes. They appreciate that shit. Like they appreciate it more, bruh. Like America, like I was just saying, America is corrupt, bruh. Like these niggas over here, bruh. Like they just, you know what I'm saying? They I don't know. Everything is a joke, man. But the UK, them guys, they really take that shit serious. You know what I'm saying?
it would be wrong on his end to say, you know what I mean? Well, you this, but he makes more money. I can make more money fighting him. So I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You got the 35-pound division. He said he's not too big to fight nobody. You know, they're grooming Abdullah Mason. I don't know, with their ties with Top Rank, would they be willing to do that? I don't know if Jay Prince will be willing to do that, since they're all up under that umbrella. But then Tank, maybe he might change his heart and want to come and we make this super fight, because it's kind of like dreading on, it's kind of like going on, like the Spence and Crawford fight, but only his
Yep.
thing is that this
Oh, hold on, cut creator. Salute to Just Do. You already know I'm gonna continue to cook. My guy, you know what I'm saying? But I agree with Bernie on that right there, though, man. That Tank and Shakur fight, I don't even like talk about it like that no more because Tank done said several times you know what I'm saying, he don't want nothing to do with that shit. But it's yeah, man, like we don't need to be sitting there and letting fights marinate. That's how you gonna get the sport of boxing back on top when these guys are fighting each other in their primes. Fights people want to see and these guys fighting each other in their primes, bruh. Shakur and Tank don't need to fight when Tank is 35 and Shakur is 32 or some shit. 33. That shit, nah, man. Anybody want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? They need to fight now. He said, I'll never forget when Floyd fought Ricky Hatton. They literally cheered the whole fight. Only, only. You feel me, bro? Like you saw the press conference out there, bro. He was out there, man. That shit was fat out there, bro. Like that shit. Them UK fans show up, man. You know what I'm saying? They show up for that shit. That was a business move by Floyd. See, that's not Shakur might be in his Floyd era, man. His money made era. You know what I'm saying?
kid is getting more in trouble, with the laws and different things instead of the car accident or however they want to play it. So I'm just, so the kid, like, he in a good position, and if he is able to win against Teofimo Lopez, he will beat a lineal champion in two weights. And who? Okay, Teo, he's done that. So if he beats Teo, he equals that accomplishment, and he beats him. So I would definitely say he's the best boxer. He's the best one.
Well, we look forward to all those fights. I can't wait to see it.
Good job by Bernie, man. Good job by Bernie. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty good, pretty good. He said, "Fuck it, make a bracket, no ducking in boxing. A bracket or a tournament, GQ." Hey, I wanted to parlay. I wanted to segue into this though.
Oh, so you just skipped the new year. I'm actually looking at a different weight class. I'm actually looking at 147. Oh, so you just skipping? You just gonna jump up too? Okay. It's the new year. I'm actually looking at a different weight class. I'm actually looking at 147. Oh, so you just skipping? You just gonna jump up?
Hey, let me plant a little seed for y'all, right? Keyshawn is the number one ranked guy in the WBO at 140. Is Jay Prince trying to set Keyshawn up with a fight with Devin Haney at 147? Y'all see the play? Y'all see the play? Hey man. Hey, if they can work something out and Keyshawn is able to go to 147 and become the number one guy at 147, boy, we're gonna be talking about something. Y'all think about that shit. Y'all think about that shit. Is that what's going on? Keyshawn said he might jump to 147, dog. You feel me? He might jump to 147. He's ranked number one in the W at 140. Shakur is about to fight for that belt. So that lets me know though that Shakur most likely is staying at 140, bro. Because for him to jump a whole weight class is for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that lets me know that Shakur is probably gonna stay at 140, bro. But him going to 147 and he's able to get ranked in the WBO, the number one spot again. That's gonna tell me what I need to know. I think they trying to get it. I think they trying to make a play on Devin, bro. Yeah, I think they trying to make a play on Devin. So I'm gonna let y'all hear that one more time.
Two. Okay.
It's the new year. I'm actually looking at a different weight class. I'm actually looking at 147.
Oh, so you just skipping? You just gonna jump up too? Okay.
It's the new year.
I like Keyshawn versus Devin too. That's interesting. Did Devin Haney put Keyshawn on his list? Did Devin Haney put Keyshawn Davis on this hit list, y'all? Does anybody know before I look it up? Can somebody please tell me? That's what I want to know. Yeah, hey, Sunchild. Oh, let me GQ. Yeah, GQ. GQ talked about that. Harold Dunbar was good. You might be related to my best friend. Was good though. That might be him on the alias. He said key Iron Devin for sure. Hey man, listen. Man, I like that. I don't know, man. When you start talking like that. But can somebody tell me? Oh, he said, yep. I ain't even Pete. He did put him on the hit list. Cause I wanna look that up, man. I wanna look that up, man. Like I wanna know if that's really cause I wanna actually see the list. Cause I remember it was posted somewhere. Okay. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to show y'all this right now. I got it. I got it, y'all. Appreciate that. I'm going road TV. Here it go right here, y'all. Y'all can see that. Y'all see who at number 7. So just to let y'all know, that's Bill Haney right there. Keyshawn Davis, number 7. Hey man, listen. He said Keyshawn versus Devin is 64 to Devin way. Um, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I'm leaning towards Keyshawn though right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. Keyshawn is special to me, man. Keyshawn like that, man. Keyshawn like that. I just want to see. I do think he need to get his feet wet though at 147 acclimation fight. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But that's interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. I think I'm gonna make a video on that. I think I'm gonna make a video on that shit, man. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video on that. Think I'm gonna go back and clip this little part. You know what I'm saying? So he said Shakur gonna have to come try to finish the job. Think so? Think so? I think, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so Shakur go up to 147 for the Conor Ben fight, and Keyshawn go up there for Devin Haney. Okay. I don't think Devin. Oh, I just don't think Devin is what people think he is, though. I'm gonna say that. Devin is a good fighter. I don't think Devin is I don't think Devin is as polished as a lot of people might think. Good boxer though. But I just think he don't really do nothing great to me. A great thing that Devin Haney does though, he works extremely hard. You know what I'm saying? He works extremely hard. Um yeah, the aircraft carrier, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, you know what I'm saying? He's a good boxer though. He's a good boxer. But I think like against like these other elite guys, like these elite boxers, I think I don't see Devin really coming out on top, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said they don't work as hard as Devin. That's gonna come into play. We gonna see, man. I think Devin works extremely hard though. I would have to be in the camps though for me to really justify that statement. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying, Devin works extremely, extremely hard. That's one thing that he does great. Everything else is just it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Doesn't have great defense. Offense isn't great. Jab could be considered great. I don't think he got the best jab in the game no more. Though. I think Hitchison took that spot. You know what I'm saying? Devin is a Black Chris Algieri. Damn. But slightly better athlete though, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. I ain't never heard that one before. That was out thinking outside the box right there. I ain't heard that one before. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Devin is good, bro. Devin good, but he don't do nothing he don't do nothing special to me, man. Jazz still top three. I can get with that. Both T.O. and Shakur duck Sabril Matias. Okay, Bang Boogie Boxing. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. Both of them niggas duck Sabril Matias. Sabril Matias got to fight January 10th for those that don't know in the Barclays Center. Um oh yeah, I'm about to play Buckle Up, man. I'm about to play Buckle Up. That's what I'm about to play. Yeah. So y'all after I play Buckle Up, um I'm gonna drop the link for everybody. I'm gonna drop the link for everybody.
What's good, y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick block. Big ups to everybody already subbed. Appreciate if you already subbed in. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in and welcome. You all are welcome, no doubt. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. Hit that like sign before you get out of here, no doubt. And don't forget, y'all, if you want 30 games, if you want 12 games over a 30-day period, with the first 3 games free, just for getting a monthly pass, text 443-717-1848. And simply text 3 words. You want in. That's it. Other than that, I get the free games out there, y'all. Take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. No doubt.
Real quick. Let me read some of these. 140 ain't easy. It's no sweet fights. Shakur not. So you saying? See. So now you saying Shakur running from smoke? That's what GQ just said, y'all. He said Bivol got the best jab in all the boxing. I don't know aircraft carrier, boy. That with Hitchison, boy, she put on a clinic with Cambosis with that shit. And Paro. He said how he must be responding to GQ. Yeah, we know that. We know he could unify. I don't know. We have to wait and see. Let's get into this.
So let's go ahead and get to the chop here. Let's go ahead and get
Y'all go subscribe to Sports Prediction 101, by the way. Y'all go subscribe to him, man.
to the chop. Y'all won't believe I'm sitting here trying to do like 5 different things at one time. Can't even believe I'm multitasking that many motherfucking directions. But anyway, I want to start off letting y'all know, hopefully y'all jumped on that over 130.5 I gave out with that NCAA college game. That should be on right about.
GQ, stay right there. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit after this video. Stay right there, my niggas. Stay right there, cause you basically just said Shakur duck. He gonna duck smoke at 140. That's basically what you're saying. He said Devin had the best jab in boxing against Kambosos. Now Hitchison got the best jab after Kambosos. I don't know. Hey, Jordan, listen. Kambosos is a punching bag. That's what it is. You want to work with your jab, bro? Just go fight Kambosos, nigga. You feel me? Just go fight him. Hickson versus Jermaine Ortiz on the TL undercard. Yeah, I'm hearing that too. Bang Boogie Boxing. I'm hearing that too. The undercard didn't get announced yet. People saying they're gonna announce it at the NUA joint this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be live for that. By the way, we gonna watch the NUA and Junto Nakatani card this weekend, y'all. So if y'all want to watch that, I will be live for that. He said, I mean, everybody skipping over 140 is the reason. GQ, just stay right there, my nigga. We all heard we all seen what you said in the comment section, bro. Stay right there.
About now. If you didn't get that game to the day, they put the over up to they put the total up to 135 now. So the total then went up. Yesterday I told y'all to take it at that 135. I told y'all to take it at 130 while I was at 130. But it ain't at 130 no more. So if you got on it yesterday at 130, happy for you. Other than that, let's get to what we're here to talk about. So, Bark for the Bone, aka BFTB, Bark for the Bone. You continuously say there is no worse fan base. You keep saying over and over, there is no worse fan base than Tank or Bud. When the whole time, the word meat eater that you use like 30 times a show is exactly, it is 100% exactly what you do on behalf of Devin and Bill. You meat eat. You meat eat. You not a fan of you not a fan of the sport. You are a fan of a fighter, and the delusion you speak on behalf of the fighter clearly shows that you are your favorite word or your favorite words. You are the biggest meat eater on YouTube and YouTube Boxing Talk. The biggest meat eater, hands down. A full-blown, non-stop meat eater of Deontay Wilder and the motherfucking Haney's. Then you
Salute, Big Dog Willie, man. Salute to you, man. How you feeling tonight, man? I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit after we watch Sports Prediction 101. Talk about meat eating from Devin Haney fans. It's gonna be a great listen, man.
always holler EJ Team. He always sitting on his motherfucking channel telling y'all EJ Team rock with you. EJ Team rocks with me. They reached to me. Everybody reaches out to you. There you go. That's how you know you be lying. Because you say Brian Norman and them reached out to you saying now EJ Team we done. This is how you know you lying. That's why you know Brian Norman not lying. You holler EJ Team rock with you when you never even had one fucking interview with EJ ever. Ever. You rock with EJ and his team. Keep it about, bro. Why are you so fucking delusional? You rock with EJ and his team. All right? Which we know that because you was riding for EJ the whole time before he fought Bud. But you rock with EJ and his team. Like I rock with Bud and his team. I don't necessarily know if Bud rock with me, or I don't necessarily know if Usyk rock with me, or I don't necessarily know if Anui rock with me or their teams. I don't know about all that. Oh, and by the way, I do want to say big ups, and I appreciate the friend that I got that from the Crawford family on my Facebook. Appreciate that. Glad I got to talking in that direction for a minute. I don't know if that's your sister, cousin, or whoever it might be, but I appreciate the love. Came through on when I did the she came through after I put out that Crawford video on his career. So that's what's up. Appreciate that. But like I said, like I was just saying, I rock with Crawford and his team. You know, whether they rock with me or not, I don't know. That's on them. Same for you. You rock with EJ and his team. They don't wake up and talk about you daily. You talk about them. That's facts. That's facts. And you never been into the truth because you lie daily. You cap all day, every day. Bud is a better boxer than Devin. And for that dumbass shit you got to talk about, not your live that you doing tonight, yesterday live. Bud is a better boxer than Devin, and Bud has done more than Devin. In case you don't know that. No knock on Dev at all. You see how easy that is? Like you were saying on your shit yesterday? Devin is just this or Devin is just that. I'm not saying this person is this. Y'all see how easy that is? Well, you see how easy that is? Bud is a better boxer than Devin, and Bud has done more than Devin. No knock on Dev. You see how easy that is? You see how easy that is? Why did you tell your subs you put out a short that done 13 million views and then fake like you went to the video to go find it for him, but wouldn't show it to his subs? It's crazy how fucking delusional this donut ass nigga is. Just take a picture of it and show the people when you claim you done it, show the people when you claim you done it big like that on your short. Just show what you're talking about. That's how you know you lying. Somebody was in your comments tell you lying, and you was telling the person you can think I'm lying all you want, but you wouldn't just show the motherfucking shit. Just show that shit real quick. The fuck is wrong with you? Screenshot it and let people see you done that shit. You capping ass cornball. And for the record, you lose the Black Truth over and over and over and over because Black Truth keep you on that motherfucking mute button. And you wonder why you not worth pulling up on. That's why you're not worth pulling up on. And then this goofy nigga say, Knockout Boxing 86 should have called him. Same shit he said about when shit happened with him and Marnie Brown and everything boxing talk. Same shit. Who the fuck do your lame, cornball, dummy ass think you are? You better.
That's crazy. Somebody else told me I should have called them too.
Pick that motherfucking phone up and call Knockout. If you were so cool with him, why he gotta call you? Both of y'all overhype the fighters that y'all support, and now y'all goofies that bump heads. See how that shit be happening? That's why you gotta be a fan of the sport and not a fan of a fighter. That's why you gotta do that. You gotta be a fan of the sport and not a fan of a fighter. Yeah. And what's something else I had to break down. I had to tell you about. Oh yeah. First of all, Devin was never better than Bud when it comes to what they do in the ring. And that's a fact. That Devin will never achieve Bud accomplishments or more. That's just a fact. I'm going to guarantee you that. All right. I know for sure there will definitely never be undisputed for Devin at 154, which you was talking about. And with you running your mouth the way you do about Devin, he might lose at 147 against the champions that are there. Yeah, and if Devin was to go undisputed with the champions that are at 147, he would get all the props in the world as if same as if it was any other division. Believe that. The young lady came in BFTB comments yesterday on his show before the one he just did. She came in your motherfucking comments and she said no division is better than the other division to her as far as complete and undisputed. She said undisputed is undisputed. And guess what? She was 1,000% absolutely correct. You was 1,000% absolutely correct. Crazy it took a female to come in to tell you that. Yes, that is 100% absolutely true. It don't motherfucking matter what division it is. Don't matter what motherfucking division it is. If you completed undisputed, you got all 4 super belts. Big up. That's a great accomplishment in the sport. Now, you were saying yesterday, how does AJ take a fight with Jake Paul, which paid him $92 million? He said, how does AJ take a fight with Jake Paul and the fight paid him $92 million? Tell me that ain't hate talk. Tell me that's not hate talk right there. You hear the cornball? He say, why did AJ fight Jake over Wilder when we all seen Wilder get an offer from AJ for 12.5 mil, and we watched Wilder turn it down and try to pump fake a 50 mil B-side offer, which wasn't even money. It wasn't even his own fucking his own team money that was getting put up. A dude that was getting here we got a guy that was getting 1 to 2 mil a fight to knock out F&D level opposition, which BFTB never talk about his motherfucking resume. His first 30 fights, definitely never. His first 35 fights, never ever did a show on it at all. 1 or 2 mil a fight to knock out F&D level opposition, 97% of his career. He was the B-side holding 1 belt, and AJ had the other 3 belts. They offer him 12.5 mil. They offer him 12.5 mil to come fight AJ, to come take them 3 belts over in the UK. Then they offered him 15 mil on a second A-side offer, which he took too long to answer. And AJ had to go fight his mandatory because they took too long to get back on the 15 mil. So he had to go fight his mandatory. And then after that, they offered Wilder 120 mil on a 3-fight deal. And Team Wilder and the PBC turned that deal down from Dazin. Yeah. And BFTB used the false narrative excuse that AJ wasn't on a 3-fight deal. But Dazin would have had to recoup 120 mil and profit at least 300 to 500 mil off the 120 mil. And without AJ fighting Wilder, it definitely wouldn't have happened. If they didn't have AJ and Wilder fighting, they wouldn't recoup their money. They wouldn't profit no money either. Of course, AJ was going to be a part of the 3-fight deal where they were giving Wilder 120 mil. Yeah. Wilder simply ducked the fuck out of AJ to avoid getting done like he got done by Fury, Joseph Parker, and Big Bang Zhang. That's what he was avoiding. Same way they was keeping him from getting that done to him after he won his first belt from Bermane Stavern, and Shelly Finkel said he was a baby. They was not letting him unify with no damn Klitschko at that moment. Yeah, that's why none of them fights was happening. And one more thing, you say facts are facts, right? You say facts are facts. You right about that. You right about that. And the fact is, the days of what you claim to call glory divisions, they've been gone before your goofy dummy lame ass even came from the sheep nutsack that carried your goofy ass. That's how long that been gone. Them days been gone way back when the sheep was still carrying you in his nutsack. Real shit. Everything changed with time. Everything changed with time. And with that change, boxing added additional divisions and more belts. Everything changed. And with that change, it made it more difficult to even become undisputed. At one time, back in them glory days, you only had to have one belt to be undisputed. Now, in this new day and time, because shit has changed, you gotta have 4 belts to be undisputed. You gotta go beat 4 champions at the worst, unless you get lucky and catch a champion with all 4 belts. And with the added divisions, if you give the fighter, hold on for a second. Hold up, y'all.
You crazy as hell, man.
With the added divisions, if you give the fighter the opportunity to become undisputed a few times, if you give the fighter to become undisputed a few times, because the next division up is not that far away. You feel me? You get more chances to become undisputed because the divisions are a little closer. It's reasons for why they did everything, y'all. They called themselves trying to make it a little bit more exciting. Some people might feel that it's not more exciting, wish they left us in the 1 belt era. Then you got some people that might like the 4 belt thing, where you got to go get 4 belts to become undisputed. You got different people that feel different ways. But it is what it is. That's what it is. Bark for the Bone been trying to find any kind of way he can to strip undisputed from Bud at 140 ever since Bud came to 147, and this pickle in the mouth ass nigga kept saying, who gives a fuck about him being a champion at 135, which is so-called in his mind and out his mouth, the glory division. He ain't give him respect for the glory division champion when he came to 147, and undisputed at 140. He ain't give him no type of respect for that, trying to uplift Earl Spence, down talking Bud accomplishments. So now he done beat the shit out of Spence, and you can't use all that shit that he didn't do shit at 140, he didn't do shit at 135. You can't use all that now. And now here we are a few years later, after that Spence beating, and now you holler 140 wasn't a glory division. Oh my, you come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. 140 wasn't a glory division. So the fuck what? Shut your goofball, hating, donut ass the fuck up. That motherfucker glory now, motherfucker. It's a motherfucking glory division now. Any motherfucking division you go into and become undisputed. And big ups and respect to the little fighters too, who he try to downplay. Down at 108, 112, all them divisions, all of y'all. It don't matter how big y'all are. We just here to see y'all fight against each other and see y'all skills. So it don't matter how big y'all are, that y'all not the heavyweights. Big ups and respect to all the fighters from the little divisions up to the big division. No doubt. All the fighters, all the boxers who got the heart to even get in the ring and put their life on the line like that.
Hey, TRC, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking that Bud using that retirement shit to maybe get another big payday from Turkey. Because you know Turkey wanted Bud to come back and fight a couple more fights. You know what I'm saying? It could be a business thing, but the way how Bud went out, he dropped the intro video and all type. I mean the outro video, he dropped the little video and shit, all type of shit, bro. Like he was really done with this shit. And in my opinion, I think Bud should be done my damn self. I don't really think Bud got nothing. He don't got nothing else to prove to me, bro. You know what I'm saying, in the sport of boxing. Um, you know what I'm saying? So it could be a play like that because Bud was talking about he wanted 100 million for the Canelo rematch. I believe that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put that past nobody. And Bud is in great shape. Bud is really like 30 years old. He might be 38, but his body and his mind is, his body is like 30 years old because he don't drink, he don't smoke. He's an all around professional when it comes to boxing. He take care of himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? He stay in shape, always training, bro. And I know Bud ain't gonna sit around and get fat, bro. He gonna always be ready for when the opportunity come. You know what I'm saying? Because the turkey come to him and be like, I got 150 million for you. You know what I'm saying? For you to fight in the next 4 months, Bud ain't gonna have to get in shape for that shit. He gonna be ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but we just have to wait and see how everything play out. But the way he went about it, he thanked everybody. You know what I'm saying? All his opposition, his team. It really looked like he done, and I don't got no problem if he is done. You know what I'm saying? He said you right, Blunt Turk. Might give Bud that bat. I'm telling you, bro, it could be a play, man, because Bud is Turkey's favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Bud to fight a couple more fights, bro. So Bud could have used that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bud's smart, bro. He really a businessman for real. Bud really, that's why Bud get a lot of hate though, because Bud did the shit his way. Niggas was mad how he got the Earl Spence fight. Nigga was mad that he got the Canelo fight. He really did shit his way for real, bro. And niggas can't stand that shit. People really be mad when people don't do what they want them to do. And that's why I like Bud so much, because that nigga did that shit his way. He didn't give a fuck how you niggas felt. Y'all call him top rank Toby and all that shit. Try to call the man a slave and shit like that because he re up with Bob Arum. Was it the best decision for him at that time? To him, yeah, because he felt like the PBC was trying to drink some out of a shot. The PBC, listen, man, them dudes play a whole bunch of games, bro. I believe they playing games with Shakur and Tio right now. I mean, with Shakur and with that Shakur and Tank shit. That Shakur and Tank shit is just like how Bud and Earl was until Bud and Earl got on the phone and made the fight themselves and agreed on the numbers and shit like that. Cause they was trying to, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to finesse which color Bud up. They was trying to finesse Bud, bro. And then they was so mad at Bud that what he did with Spence, that they used Spence coming off an ass whooping, almost a damn funeral, coming off that shit, and then put him in place to fight Sebastian Fundora after he just got his ass beat. So they tried to blackball Bud at 154. And then what Bud do? Okay, y'all blackball me at 154. I'm just gonna go up to 168 and fight the face of boxing and make a whole bunch of money and have the biggest fight of 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's really why people don't like Bud, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Because he did shit his way.
They do. That's what's up. I mean, Devin will never bring what Bud brought to the table. And
100% buckle up. 100%. 100 million would bring Bud back. No question about it, bro. Especially, he can beat. I already beat this nigga already, bro. You know what I'm saying? He beat Canelo 10-2, 9-3. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I can beat him. So you offer me 100 mil for the rematch? Yeah, I'm coming back. And I'm gonna stop his ass this time. I'm gonna stop him this time. For sure. Cause now he done shared the ring with him for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He done felt that power. Cause man, I'm telling you, bro, that was a 15-round fight. I know it's woulda, coulda, shoulda, if, and all that shit. If that was a 12-round fight, I mean, that was a 15-round fight. Bud would have stopped that nigga, boy. I'm telling you, Bud would have stopped. He wobbled the shit out Canelo in the 12th round. He would have stopped him. But that's my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? You can. You just gotta share it. You just gotta hit the little share button, and then copy the link and then post it on Twitter. That's what you could do.
Bud fashion. Never. You might as well forget it. He got Bud beat because Bud didn't fight in a glory division. So he already tied with Bud. He would be up on Bud. He wouldn't be up shit. Bud is a 3.
Wait, hold on. 147 was a glory division when Bud was in at 147. 147 was the best division in boxing when Bud was in that shit. You had 135. You know what I'm saying? 135 was up there, but 147 had Spence, Sean Porter, Bud, Kell Brook, they had everybody. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Ugas, Pacquiao was still in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So 147 was a glory division.
Time undisputed champion. 3 division undisputed champion. Simple as that. Give a fuck about what you talk about, some fucking old days. Remember the glory divisions? Sound like a fucking dummy ass goofy. Lame ass nigga. I mean, 3-time undisputed, 5 division champion. Keep that in mind too. Don't forget that part. 5 division champion. Where Devin at right now? 135, 40, and 47. He need 2 more divisions. You gotta go up to 54 and go to 60 or 68 or something. Even to be talked about, to be close to Bud. Yeah. 5 division, 3-time undisputed. And he had never outdo Bud knockout streak. He had never outdo Bud knockout streak either. Devin does nothing better than Bud. Remember that knockout streak at 147. Devin will never do that. He does nothing better than Bud. And never, and guess what? And never will.
Hey, buckle up. That's just his way on hating on Bud, bro. That's all you gonna do. Like these niggas, that's what they do, bro. They just hate on anything that's great, bro. That you gotta expect that. You know what I'm saying? Bud is like the Michael Jordan of this shit. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, you know, so that's what come with that shit. But it don't matter. He did what he was supposed to do in the division. That's what you do in boxing. You beat the best in your division and you try to take all the belts. That's what the sport is about. And then you move up to the next division and do the same thing or try to do the same thing. Then you move up to the next division. That's what it's about. Moving up in divisions and fighting the best and taking all the belts. That's what that shit is about. And Bud did that in 3 divisions. So ain't really nothing to talk about with that shit. That nigga just hate.
See y'all on the Get Back.
Yeah, man. Y'all go subscribe to Sports Prediction 101. Hey man, the link is in my post area, man. It's in my community section for anybody that wants to come up and talk this boxing. It's in my community section. He said, just like I said, Devin's supposed to go take Rolly. Yeah, he's supposed to go take all the belts at 147. I actually want Devin to go for that shit at 147, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think Devin should go for. I think he should go for undisputed again at 147. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The only people complaining about that shit is Tank Davis fans, because you know they hating on that shit honestly. But I want Devin to go for undisputed at 147. I do. But the link is in the description. Anybody want to come up? Robert Jenkins was good.
Hey, God bless you all. Merry Christmas. What's up?
Man, what's good, man? Same to you, man. Same to you.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm just stoked, man. Cannot wait. I mean, I could wait. But yeah, man, January 31st, man, Shakur, he gonna eradicate T.O., man. He gonna put on a show, man.
Yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready, dog. I'm ready. It's just I just can't wait to see how everything gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see how everything gonna play out, how it's gonna go.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like whenever whenever Shakur offense is as consistent as his defense, like it's always a banger, you know. So like
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be one of them fights.
Yeah, because Shakur know he got to step on the gas, man. Shakur know he got to step on the gas. He got to put on the show, man. This a fight, man. Two fighters fighting in their prime. It's in the big stage. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fighting in the big room at MSG, man. You can't come out here and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? For real, you can't come out here and bullshit, man. It's time to make a statement in the boxing game. Niggas been playing with you for too long, man.
Yeah, man. No, he ain't, bro. I feel like this gonna be an exclamation mark. Like this ain't gonna be an exclamation point. This ain't gonna be no statement.
Yeah,
It's gonna
you
be.
know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be. Everybody gonna be. It's gonna be all over the airwaves, man. Everybody gonna be talking about
Yeah,
it. Bro.
it's
I
that
got.
Shakur I'm here moment, you know?
Yeah, I got Shakur by TKO decision, man. I think Shakur he gonna let his hands go. He gonna be consistent with his defense. He gonna be consistent with his offense, and he just gonna step on T.O. But I feel like
Okay.
he's still gonna give him like a challenge. Of course, he got the hand speed, he got the explosiveness, he good at slipping punches and stuff. So he's gonna give Shakur a good challenge, which is gonna make for like a great fight. But Shakur, he don't like his level, man. He's a magnificent fighter. Yeah, it's levels to this. He on a way higher level than T.O.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, man. What you think about Keyshawn Davis going up to 147, skipping 140 and going to 147? Do you
Yeah,
think that's a good idea?
I just seen that. It's a shocker. It's definitely a shocker. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I think he could beat everybody at that division. You know, I think he has the skills. He has the tools. He possesses the good amount of tools, the good quality, good enough quality tools to beat everybody at the division. I think it's a good decision, but like it's also like a shocking decision. I thought he was gonna because Shakur was talking about he gonna give him like the belt at 140, and he gonna dominate 140. But I
Mm-hmm.
guess he going to 147. That really changed plans.
Uh,
Who,
mm-hmm.
oh yeah, what you gonna say? My bad. I was gonna ask you a question, but you can ask me. What was you gonna say?
Go ahead and ask your question because I'm probably gonna segue into what I was about to say anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask like, who do you think he should debut? His debut fight at 147 should be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a question right there. Um, I don't know. I would have to look at the rankings, and then you got to see what sanctioning body he gonna you know what I'm saying, he gonna jump into. In my opinion, I think it's gonna be the WBO because you know what I'm saying he already number one at 140, right?
Right.
So I'm pretty sure it'd be somebody within the WBO rankings just to, you know what I'm saying, get his feet wet. And you know what I'm saying, it'd be like a title eliminator fight type of thing, man. But in
Yeah.
my opinion, this is why I wanted to segue into this. Buckle up said he think Keyshawn does great at 147. I think he does too, because Keyshawn is a hell of a fighter. Hey, check this out, Buckle up. And Chris, Robert, my bad.
Yeah.
I think Keyshawn is trying to go get Devin Haney, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard people saying like he's trying to fight Devin Haney. He's trying to like yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know about that fight though. I don't know. I don't even know who wins that fight. Like that's crazy. Like I feel
Man,
like I'm not even able to pick like a fighter in that fight. Like like
yeah.
it's pretty crazy, man.
Cause I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna show you something real quick. So you remember Bill Haney put out this list. Hey, salute to L Dub.
What's
L
up,
Dub,
Odell?
what's
God
going
bless. Merry
on?
Christmas, man.
Salute to L Dub, man. Y'all go subscribe to L Dub. L Dub was on that bullshit. The other stream, man. He wanted to smoke. L Dub wanted to smoke, boy. But salute to L Dub. Y'all go subscribe to L Dub, man. Boxing news, the rankings. L Dub actually does the rankings. And I can't wait to see what L Dub think about Keyshawn going to 147. Who would be a good fight for Keyshawn to fight to start off at 147. But what you see on your screen though, right, Robert?
That's Bill Haney hit list.
That's the hit list, and you see who at number 7, right?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Did
So
he change that? Was it always like that?
it always been like this. He had To number 1, Shakur number 2. You know what I'm saying? Woot de woot, all that shit, right?
Wow.
So Keyshawn is on that list though, sir.
That's
So Devin,
crazy.
you feel me? So George Swift said Keyshawn will cook Devin. Man,
I
I'm
don't
leaning
know,
towards
Jordan. I mean,
Keyshawn
he
too.
could definitely do it, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like his if you take an account of if you take into account both of their skills and compare them, like it's just like it's a tie up, bro.
You think so? Who you
Yeah.
think got better offense?
Who I think got better offense? And it's because Devin Haney, I feel like he got really good offense, but like he only really let his hands go in sparring sessions. So like if I base it on sparring sessions, I'm probably gonna say, but I don't know. Keyshawn, I'm gonna say Keyshawn because he's more. I feel like Keyshawn more consistent with his offense, but just because you're consistent don't mean you have better offense. So I don't know. Like I don't. Oh my gosh, bro. It's like I don't know. It's a tie up, bro.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I think Keyshawn has a better offense. I think Keyshawn has better offense than Shakur. So he damn
Oh
sure got better
wow.
offense than Devin, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
wow. Yeah.
Um,
In
go
regards,
ahead.
oh yeah, I was just gonna say in regards to Shakur, I feel like Shakur he throws like better combinations. I feel like like you mentioned the Chris Diaz fight, and of course like Shakur he has the Mosquito fight and Rosales fight. I feel like those his combinations that he threw in those three fights alone is better than the combinations Keyshawn has thrown in his career. That's just
Mm.
like my thing.
Damn, boy. You know what did it for me though with Keyshawn when I was yeah, he got better offense. He's a better
What?
fighter than Shakur Stevenson. Not better boxing now. Y'all hear me out. It's the difference between boxing and fighting. But with the fight that made me realize that Keyshawn was a better fighter than Shakur Stevenson was the McGuino fight. When he on the
Why not?
undercard of Shakur and Artem. That fight right there, I was like, okay, that's I was like, yeah, that boy got everything on offense. He
Oh
was
yeah,
rolling, he
I
was
have to
rolling,
rewatch
he
it.
was catching and shooting, slipping and ripping. Like, yeah, I mean, the body work, the hand speed, the combination punching, the punch placement. He looked like Bud in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So the boy got skills, bro. I mean, I got
Yeah, I would
Keyshawn.
have to watch that fight, rewatch it.
Yeah, McGueno when he had on the red army fatigue trunks, bro. That fight that was the one for me, and I was like, okay, Keyshawn is a better fighter than Shakur, not a better boxer, but a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Let me read these comments real quick. He said, "Do you remember after the Brian Norman fight, Keyshawn congratulated Devin and said he would love to fight him down the line." Yeah, I do remember that. You see how everything lined up. I think that's a play, man. Listen, he with Jay Prince, man. Jay Prince on the road right now. He getting Shakur big fights. He on the road. He said Keyshawn will be a dog at 147. Conor Ben is a sleeper that would mess up the apple cart on surprise lucky big shot with any of them at 147. Yeah, man, Conor Ben, a wild boy, man. Sports prediction or buckle up, you know what I'm saying? That when I watch Conor Ben, wow, boy, he fuck around and land one of them shits. Shakur trying to fight him at 147, buckle up. If you didn't know, Shakur trying to get that smoke with him next. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm
I don't
saying?
want that fight to come
You
into
don't like
fruition, man.
that?
No, I don't like I don't like that. I don't like that.
Uh,
No booby, man. Yeah, but Keyshawn, in regard to Keyshawn, I think Keyshawn and Rolly should be his first fight. I think Keyshawn and Rolly would be a good start for Keyshawn.
whew.
For Keyshawn. Keyshawn, go ahead get Rolly special needs stuff out of there. I'm taking that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Rolly, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck Rolly want to do. He turned down Devin Haney, which is some sucker shit
He
to
really
me.
ducked Devin Haney like 8K, bro, like on camera.
Yeah. That's some sucker shit to me, man. I don't really fuck with that shit. He said T.O. in Saudi apologized to Turkey face to face. Yeah, Jordan, you see him out there in Saudi, bro, doing backflips and shit. He putting on the show for them niggas out there, boy. Doing backflips, all type of shit. He changed outfits and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga performing out that bit. He performing in Saudi, bro.
Tio weird, bro. Shakur need to really like. Shakur should have said like. Shakur should have told Tio Daddy that shut up before I get Keyshawn and knock you out again or something like that. He should have said
Man,
that.
that man, look. Keyshawn said TLC confronted him on that
Wow.
story getting out, man. But I heard they said that shit true though. It was like a little video that came out too after he slapped his ass. It was a little video. You can hear him in the gym. You know what I'm saying, talking shit and shit like that. And T.O. was like, "What the fuck you do that for?" Some shit like that. T.O. ain't did shit though. At
Oh
the
no, he
end of
didn't
the
do
day,
nothing. His own daddy got knocked out. He didn't do nothing, bro. Like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on. He's
T.O.
not a
But
man.
T.O. and his dad got a relationship though. It's like, cause I read this book called The Way of a Superior Man, right?
Right.
And it's a chapter in the book. It says, "Live as if your father has died." You know what I'm saying? And
What?
no, you gotta. It's like you gotta read the chapter though. I ain't gonna because all y'all that's listening to this should go get that book though. But you got to read about it, and I think that's what Tio and Devin, Sean Porter was going through that. It's like a thing because man, your father has some type of hold on you, man. It's like the expectations your father put on you is strong. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Tio kind of going through right now. But
And
yeah,
that's
it's
ironic though, because like my father, like God bless his soul, he's already like he died when I was like really young. So it's like I've been
okay.
living with my father, like
Yeah.
So
So how, if you don't mind me asking, how old were you?
when my father died, I was like three,
Oh
two, like
yeah,
yeah, it was. I was young to the point where like when my mom told me, I was
yeah,
like I didn't know, like I thought it was just like whatever, he gonna come back tomorrow or something, like you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I didn't know, like I was so young to the point like I didn't really know what was going on.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, see, like you ain't get this experience, man. But when you get up in age, your dad put pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? The expectations is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I felt that some at times with my father as well, man. I felt like I always had to be on my A game when he was around. Like he used to come to my football practices, and you know what I'm saying? I had to turn it up a notch because my dad is right there watching, and it put pressure on you. And
Yeah,
a lot of men or teenage boys, they feel that pressure, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to weigh on them. That's why the chapter is called "Live as if your father had, well, you know what I'm saying, was dead." You know what I'm saying? Because of the
I see
the
that.
mental pressure that the father puts on the son. It's different. It really can't be explained. You just got it's just something that you gotta live through, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
okay,
but
I see how that makes sense.
yeah. But you can see in that relationship though, man, T.O. be kind of aggravated with his pops, man. He told him to shut the fuck up during the press conference. I was like, damn, he
Oh
told
yeah,
his
he was like,
dad to
you
shut the
killing
fuck
the
up.
bag. Yeah, he said something like that. He was like, you gonna mess up the bag, man.
Yeah, I couldn't tell my dad to shut the fuck up, man. That shit went we'd be in that bitch fighting. You know what I'm saying? But for real, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you grow up like that though. You don't talk to your parents like that. So
exactly. Yeah,
no
for
matter how
sure.
old you get, you know what I'm saying. No matter how
Right.
mad you get, you don't tell them shut the fuck up. That's crazy. But yeah, Keyshawn is on your ass, Devin Haney. I'm gonna make a video on that tomorrow though for y'all, man. Going a little more detail about that shit. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man.
Oh, for
Y'all be on
sure.
the
Yeah,
lookout for
I'm
that.
definitely gonna be on the lookout for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
sure.
drop that shit.
But yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
think Keyshawn and Rolly would be a good debut fight?
It would be a good debut fight. I just understand like the politics of that shit. Like the PBC ain't gonna let him fight no fucking Keyshawn Davis out the gate like that. That shit ain't gonna happen, bro. Like that's just the facts. That they not gonna allow that shit, my G.
Why
Like
not? Why not?
because man, the PBC, like, man, they know what they got with Rolly. They got a champion, so they got some leverage in the division. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
they not gonna get that up to a guy that just got to the division and they know that it's a good chance that what I'm saying, he lose that shit. Cause these belts, when these fighters have these belts, it give these promotional companies leverage, man. Or you know what I'm saying, on the business side of things, because they
yeah.
know that okay, my fighter got something that your fighter won't. Y'all want this, y'all gotta pay a big bag so we can get a big fee off this shit. So we can get a big percentage of the money, you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Right.
So some of these boxes being 360 deals, man. They get advances and all type of shit, and then they got to pay it back. Then they take the manager or promotion company take majority of the check and shit because they gave them big advances when they first got there and shit like that. It's like the music industry for real. A lot of
Yeah,
a lot of politics in this shit, man. So, yeah.
for sure, for sure.
hmm
Who do you want to be on the undercard of Shakur and Tio?
Um. Some of the fights already got leaked though. Bruce Carrington versus Castro, Carlos Adames, and
Ammo.
Ammo. Ammo redeemed himself after the Shiraz fight. He got the shit beat out of him, but he been on a win streak after that. I think he got 3 fights and he stopped 2 of them. I think.
Mm.
And then I'm hearing Jermaine Ortiz
And
and
Hitchens.
Hitchens, and then David Morrell and Caleb Smith.
Oh
Or Colin
wow,
Smith,
yeah.
however you say his name. That's solid. You know what I'm saying? That's a solid undercard. That's four title fights.
Oh wow, yeah,
Bruce
yeah, yeah.
Carrington, Well, no, that's three because Bruce Carrington is going for the interim. Carlos Adames and Ammo is for the WBC. And what was the other one I said?
Uh,
Hitchison and Jermaine Ortiz is for the IBF at 140. So,
yeah, those are
um,
actually all good fights. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
except for Bruce Carrington, Cash. I don't know. I fight don't really don't move me like that. I don't know.
I mean, it's a nice little step up, man, because Castro down there beat Fulton. You know what I'm saying? He the one that knocked Fulton down.
Oh
No, Zay Quinn. Val, I'm about to send you the link if you want to come up. Zay Quinn fighting damn, what's the shit? January 24th on the Raymond Maritala card, and also what you call it is also coming back. Madrimov. Madrimov is fighting on that card as
yeah,
well.
finally, bro.
Yeah, so he'll be back after he lost to Virgil Ortiz. But Zay Quinn is fighting on the January 24th card in Vegas on the Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratalla undercard.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, and about that since that Edwin De Los Santos fight, yeah, that was at 135. So like if Edwin planned to stay at 135, bro, he should fight the winner of Andy Cruz and Raymond Ortega.
He at 140 now.
No, that fight that he just fought was at 135.
No, it was 140.
Nah, nah, Blunt. Let me see. Because I
I'm about to
remember them
pull it up
saying it.
for you.
I was watching it. I remember them saying it was 135. Let me see. It was Edwin versus that one dude that went 6 rounds was Zepeda.
The Mexican, right?
Yeah. It was on that last Saturday, right? Last Saturday.
A couple Saturdays ago, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Elliot Chavez. Let me see. TKO. And let me see. Let me see. I'm all looking it up to make sure because I could have swore.
Let's see.
Because yeah, it was that. It took place in 135 division on December 13th.
You for real?
Yeah. I just looked it up right now.
Damn, I'm trying to hold on. I could have sworn that shit was at it was at 140.
Yeah, I remember y'all saying it last time. That I was like, nah, that's at 135. You was like, nah, that was at 140. I was like, nah, that's at 135. And then I was like, and then the fight come, and then I heard the announcer was like something about like 135.
Wow. I could have, man, what? That's crazy. Cause they don't got his own weight class on this motherfucker.
Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, I googled it, and then the AI overview thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn, I could have sworn that shit was at 140, man. Oh, it was at 138.
138.
Yeah, so that's technically a 140 fight. Technically,
Really?
technically speaking, yeah, it was at 138. He weighed in at 138. Him and Elliot Chavez.
Oh, okay, but like wasn't it like sanctioned, like whatever? Like wasn't it like an official like
Yeah,
135 fight?
it was sanctioned. See, I don't know if it was sanctioned at 140 or 135. That's a good question. So yeah, but they both weighed in at 138 though. Probably was a catch weight, man. That shit probably wasn't even sanctioned at either weight class. Cause you know that's how catch weights work. So I don't know. He probably trying to fluctuate between though. You know what I'm saying? He probably ain't trying to officially fight at 140 and not trying to get too far away from 135. You know what I'm saying? So we have to see his next fight though. How that shake out.
Oh, for sure, and yeah, and it's also I don't know if you ever heard of Tapology .com article.
Hmm.
It say that it this yeah this article also say that the fight was at 135 bantamweight 135.
Bantamweight is that's a lighter weight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm not sure why I say bantamweight.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't know
maybe
what's
it's
up with
different in
that.
Mexico. Like Mexico, they got like
Yeah.
different
But
names.
yeah, I don't know. We got to see what's next with Edwin though, man. Edwin is a great. He's a great talent.
Yeah, did you see
Great,
that
great
knockout,
talent.
man?
Yeah, we watched it live.
Oh, for
We
sure,
watched
for
that
sure.
shit live, bro. Like I don't know you was in there or not, but yeah, we watched that shit live on stream. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh
watched that bit
wow.
live. And he knocked his ass out.
Yeah, bro. That same dude, he went multiple rounds was the Payda and Lucas Body, and Edwin just got
Okay.
him out of there the first round, bro. It was
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I seen that on his box rate too when I just looked it up. Yeah, he went 6 rounds with Cepeda.
Yeah, bro. It's levels to this, bro.
It really is. Seriously, man. It really is, man. We're gonna see that
And Edwin bit
January 31st.
yeah, and Edwin, like he was bro, he been out of like, yeah, he ain't fighting a while, and he got this dude out of here who went 6 rounds with somebody who was like active, who been active, like, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's levels to this shit, man. There's levels. But what else you got for the show? Any final words? I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to go to the gym.
Oh yeah, me too.
Actually.
Yeah, I'm about to work on basketball. I ain't found my headband, bro. Like, it's kind of getting me mad, bro. I ain't found my dread thing, headband. So like
Yeah.
my dreads or whatever. But for sure, bro.
What you play
Uh,
at 24? What type of gym you go to that's 24/7?
oh no, I'm be training outside, like.
Oh shit, what? Okay. Be careful out there, man.
Yeah, for
For
sure, for
real.
sure. Yeah, I got my sweats on, but yeah, I guess my final words would be y'all tune in January 31st, man. Y'all gonna see Killer Core, man. Shakur Neo from the Matrix Stevenson, man. He
Yeah,
gonna
talk
be
that shit.
yeah, man, he gonna be putting on a show. T.O. not able to stop him. Nobody at 135 and up is able to stop this guy. So like y'all gonna really see some special on 31st. And y'all gonna be on the bandwagon again. Like y'all always switch up on this guy. Y'all saying he was born when the Edwin fight came out, then when a fighter come back, y'all try to hop on the bandwagon. Don't do it this time though. Don't do it this time. After Shakur
Right.
put on this show, like keep that same energy. Keep that same
Please,
energy.
please keep the same energy.
Yeah, keep that same
Please,
energy,
don't
man. We
don't
don't want
start.
y'all over
Man,
here.
they probably gonna be like, oh, T already, you ain't did even all that. T, you know how them niggas do, man. It
Yeah,
is what it
yeah,
is,
yeah.
man. But I'm doing the cash giveaway Friday. This Friday coming up, December 26th. Make sure you here. If you got, you got to have cash out though. You got cash out.
Yeah, I got cash up.
Okay, so you eligible.
For sure,
You
for sure.
eligible. You know what I'm saying? So December 26th. Of course, we're gonna react to some other things. I'm gonna do a couple reaction, then we're gonna do the cash giveaway drawing. So make sure you in the building, and also y'all, before y'all leave out, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we will be watching the Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani
On the
card
27th.
this
Yep.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, this Saturday. Yep, December 27th. So we will watch that, man. So salute to everybody that pulled up. Salute to Robert Jenkins for clicking the link. And
Oh, for sure, for sure.
y'all continue to be the best versions of yourself. Don't let nobody discourage you. And
For sure, for
put
sure.
God first and keep him first, man.
Amen, amen. Yeah, God bless you all. Merry Christmas, man. Always a
All
good show,
right.
like always, man.
Appreciate that, man. Salute.
Terence Crawford is one of the best I've ever seen don the gloves. Right from Tony.
You gotta have supreme concentration. He sees everything coming inside that ring. It's difficult to land on this guy, Shakur Stevenson.